Today we are going to go over one of my best tips for you if you are a beginner that struggles with messy buns. One of the main complaints that I get when people try my messy buns and do not succeed is that they can't get their hair to hold the shapes like I do. And that is valid. It is a tricky thing to do. It is hard to learn how to manipulate your hair in a way that it will stay where you put it, especially when you don't have a lot of products or anything in your hair. So my biggest suggestion to people is when you start trying these styles, start with product or with slightly dirty hair. Now we're not talking super oily, greasy, haven't washed your hair in like a week hair. That is going to be too dirty and make it hard to work with. But we are talking hair that is second or third day. So my hair was washed 2 days ago. So we can see it is very dry. The roots are a bit oily. There is some product in there. There is a couple days of dry shampoo. There was voluminous on the day that I washed my hair. So even just like doing this with my hair, like it holds shapes. If I did this with my freshly washed hair, it would not stay where I put it. And that's what you want if you want your hair to be easier to work with these buns. Even if your hair is clean, you can create this dry texture by adding dry shampoo or by adding dry texture powder. Either will work. You could layer them, you can use both. The biggest difference is that a dry shampoo is going to have more dryness and less texture, and a texture spray is going to have more texture. However, too much texture can also be tricky to work with. You can end up feeling like your hair is stiff and crunchy, or like you're going to break it if it's too dry. So there is a balance, and you may have to play around with it to find out what texture works best for you. So once you've got your dirty hair with your dry shampoo in it, it's the same as any other bun I've shown you, but I am usually doing them in cleaner hair. Not always, but usually. And keep in mind, just because your hair looks all dehydrated and dried out does not mean your hair is damaged or anything. It's just dehydrated. But dehydrated is what we want if we want it to hold this bun. And no, your hair is not going to break off by putting your bun up with drier hair. As long as you're not tying your buns excessively tight and wearing buns an excessive amount, you're not going to break your hair. Breakage happens from wearing the same style really tight over and over and over all the time. If you're just doing 1 bun, 2 buns a week, changing up how you do them or where you place them in your head, you're going to be fine. So we've got our hair up, and we'll do one of my messy buns. Now, I know I'm not really breaking down how to do the bun, okay? I always get comments when I do a bun like, oh, you didn't show how to do it. You didn't tell us the steps. You need to slow down. This is not a tutorial on how to do the bun. This is a tutorial on solving one of the problems with doing our buns. So if you want a breakdown of the buns specifically, or any of my buns, because there are so many of them, go to the bun tutorial playlist. There is like 75 videos in there. All the bun tutorials you could ever need are there, and we'll break down the steps of each individual bun. But buns not fluffing apart after this point is a common problem for people. So that's why I'm making this video today, to show you that doing it with your hair dehydrated with product or dry and whatnot from being dirty may be the solution to your problem. So as you can see, as we start to fluff and pull apart the bun, it is really easily going to stay where I put it. I mean, it's literally super, super easy. Of course, I still make it look really easy because, I mean, I create these buns on repeat all the time. So don't judge yourself too harshly if you still struggle a bit. But even if I start to over pull it and kind of make the bun a little bigger than my hair is probably capable of, because there's so much crap in my hair, it's still gonna stay. I mean, it's gonna struggle to stay for long if I get too big, but if my hair was clean, I couldn't even fluff and pull it this big. but it just shows you that with the right texture, you can kind of trick your hair into doing whatever you want, right? But you don't want your hair to be too smooth, too silky. But most of us with fine hair really naturally have smooth, silky hair. So you want to create that texture, that dryness that's going to help support the shapes that you're creating. And then once you get good at doing it like this, you can start to learn how to do it on smooth, silky hair. And I am going to post another video after this one on how to do it more specifically on straight, smooth, silky hair. Having things like curls can help too, all of that. Any extra texture that you can get is going to help your bun and your hair hold the shapes that you create with your hands. I hope that was helpful. I hope that gives you guys an easy tip to help you be successful if you still struggle with the buns, or just help you get those buns even more fabulous than they already are. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense and works out for you, or if you have any questions, because I would love to answer those for you. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my 3 videos that I post every single week. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share my videos with your friends so we can grow our DIY hair school family here. Bye, guys.